Hi, I'm Gina Rafino. Jordan Clarkson's strong finish to his rookie season in the National Basketball Association was just the beginning to his stardom on the other side of the world. This past summer, Jordan spent some time in his motherland of the Philippines, and the reception he received was so touching that he offered his services to play for the men's national basketball team. Here's that story. This is Beyond Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach and we will be landing in a few minutes. Please check that your seatbelts are secure and fastened.
Good. Say Jabari Brown. Okay. He got a big black bag, Nike bag. That's the only one. Don't have any expectations, man. Came in here with an open mind. Just willing to see everything. I'm blessed to have an opportunity to come over here as an NBA player and, get the culture and see it.
A homecoming can have a certain effect on people. With no persona to portray, you just become you. You get rid of the pretensions and the added responsibilities and just trace your hands at the halls you once called home. You forget about today and tomorrow and relive what you were before, how you lived, how you grew up, how you became you.
Were you surprised at how big a deal it is for you to be here?
I was. I really wasn't. Think it was gonna be this much, but I always throughout the year I seen the love on the social medias and stuff, but coming here actually seeing it now it's amazing, and I'm really speechless on how it is.
If you realize how big an opportunity this is for you, not just as a basketball player, but even building the Jordan Clarkson brand, because being obviously part Filipino, how big a deal is it for you to be able to build that here in this country?
It's real big. Like I said before, it's a lot of support and love out here that, and I feel it when I came out here. First day I landed and seen all the media and the people that were there at the airport. So, continue to come over here and build my brand here. This is where it starts for me, and just got to continue to do good things on the court, and everything kind of will take care of itself.
The pride of being Filipino slowly burned inside Clarkson. He wanted to know more about the culture and give back. Using the game of basketball, Clarkson wanted to share the knowledge that helped him get to where he is today.
One of your own, a Filipino-American. Welcome, Mr. Jordan Clarkson.
You had a clinic in a place where, let's just say, not many tourists would go to, and you mentioned during that time that that moved you, that touched you.
Like you said, the passion of basketball here is crazy, and some of those kids out there in sandals and no shoes, and out there in the camp playing hard, and they live in small areas, and at the same time they're not complaining, or they embraced us, and to seeing the smiles on their face, and that's real for me. So
that's real.
not always seeing the brighter side of things, going there and seeing that it's just awesome. That's what really touched me the most, just to see that passion and how much they love the game, and how much that little orange basketball connects the world is amazing.
Born to an American father and Filipino mother, Clarkson could play for the Philippines as a local because he acquired a Philippine passport before he was 16 years of age. Filipino fans raved about the possibility that the Phil-Am Laker would team up with naturalized Filipino Andre Bloch to form one of the strongest tandems Asian basketball has ever seen. The Laker star paid a visit to his mother's hometown of Angeles City, Pampanga. He discovered where he came from. He met relatives and realized that even if he was half the world away, people who have the same blood as him, people he didn't know personally, were completely behind him.
Growing up, did your mom or your grandma talk about what life is like here in the Philippines, and especially when they're coming from Pampanga?
Right. They just told me it's a lot different, than where we live now, and and our family has came a long way from living here and now living in the States, and it's cool to see that.
When Clarkson flew back to the Philippines for the first time as an NBA player, he understood why basketball ran through his blood. He understood why he played the way he did. He understood puso. And as he felt closer to his people, he realized that the impact of him actually wearing a Gilas Pilipinas jersey would be immeasurable.
What do you think are the strengths? You've seen a little bit of Philippine basketball, but what do you think are the strengths of the Philippine style of basketball?
Probably just the toughness. The game is a little different over here. That's definitely one thing I've seen. They play hard, so that's always a good quality to have.
Now I know there's also a very slim chance of this happening, but there is still a chance nonetheless that you can put that Philippine jersey on with the Philippines on the chest and the flag. How much would it mean for you?
It would mean a lot. Hopefully the opportunity presents itself. We can get that done, but it definitely mean a lot. Being a pioneer, we haven't had somebody in the league in a while, so starting that off and hopefully get some more guys in the NBA soon.
Qualifying for the Olympics has remained an elusive dream for Philippine basketball. The Philippine team hasn't qualified for the world's biggest athletic competition in the sport since 1972. With only one slot available for Asia, Coach Tab Baldwin was tasked to form a team that could get the job done. But because of injuries and other unavoidable reasons, he was not able to get some of the players he wanted to be part of the national team pool. As Gilas 3.0 looked for an extra push that could turn their dream into reality, they looked to Clarkson. Aside from getting clearance from FIBA, the Lakers' preseason preparations started right smack in the middle of the FIBA Asia Championship. This meant that if Clarkson was cleared by FIBA but not released by the Lakers, he'd only get to represent the Philippines in the first 3 games of the tournament. Seeing Clarkson against powerhouse teams such as Iran and China would have to wait. In the end, the dream failed to turn into reality. Clarkson hoped that his trip to Taiwan would have been the start of him being part of the Gilas program. He knew it was a long shot, yet it still pained him to realize that it would take another year before he could try again. Though he wasn't able to play for Gilas, he didn't fail to keep an eye on the team as the NBA star turned into his national team's #1 fan. After the final lineup was submitted to the tournament official without his name, Clarkson went to social media and said, "We can all agree that 12 men selected to represent the Philippines in this 2015 FIBA Asia Championship have earned the right. I will cheer them onto gold." Although the Philippines might have missed the opportunity to see one of its proud sons playing in the FIBA Asia Championship, Clarkson's willingness to give back to the Philippines and its millions of basketball fans was enough to keep them hopeful that someday the guard who now proudly wears purple and gold will trade it momentarily for 3 stars in the sun.
I didn't go to the biggest university coming out of high school. Not many people knew who I was going into Missouri early in the year, and then, I had to wake people up in college. So, and then coming into the NBA, I feel like I got slept on in the draft and fell far. So I had a lot to prove, and that chip is always going to be on my shoulders. Just looking back on everything that I've been through. So, that's why I continue to drive. One second you feel like you're king, and then the other second you could, be so humbled, and that's just a great feeling to be able to touch so many people that way. I'm gonna continue to try to do great things, and I'm gonna keep working hard to represent and put on, man. Thank you for having me.
It's not all that surprising that Clarkson's career is looking up. He plays more than just for himself now. Playing in the NBA, he knows that there are countless Filipino fans who want to see him succeed and believe that in time, he'll get to represent them too.
When you think about a female triathlete in the Philippines, only one name comes to mind. A name that's synonymous with greatness and winning. But as we spent some time with her, we learned